I'm in Salad, and I saw Clerks 3. It is directed by Kevin Smith, and I saw this as it was the last Fathom event of this movie. And I was like, I gotta go watch it. This is the opportune time. I really got it. I was super hyped for this, and when I saw it, I was like, wow, the movie starts. And if you haven't seen Clerks 3, you really gotta go watch it. I don't know how you're gonna watch it, but there's a lot of spoilers ahead. The movie starts. Dante and Randall are still working at the shop, and when we see Dante, there's a little pan up showing the desk, the counter, and on the counter there's a little memorial of Becky, and it's so sad. Pretty much when I saw this, I was like, I'm really distraught. Oh no, she's dead. How long did Dante have with her? And of course, Dante is very angrily working at this place. You also got Randall working there too. And I also like how Elias comes by, and Elias has his own Silent Bob character. Doesn't really speak that much, but Elias is super into my favorite joke so far in the movie, Crypto Christian Club. I thought it was a hilarious joke. I haven't really heard any movies that include NFTs in the first 5 minutes. And when I heard this, I got really excited. I laughed in the theater a lot. Randall really is so appalled by that idea that he has a heart attack. He feels no pain at first. And then when he's in the hospital, he feels pain. And of course, when Randall feels the pain, he's like, I don't know how I'm having a heart attack right now. It's wild. It's just he talks through it. He debates Star Wars, talks about Star Wars a lot in order to go through this whole ordeal of just having a heart attack about it. He has the Widowmaker heart attack, which I know this is based off of Kevin Smith's real story on how he had this heart attack. And of course, Randall's like, well, I almost died. Life is short. I want to make a movie. I'm going to make a movie about my life. What is my life? My life has been working at clerk jobs and also this fast food job, but also running this Clerk, this gas station, quick time stop specifically, and VHS place. That's been his life. But he's had a lot of interesting discussions. And I'm like, wow, this is a really fascinating concept. When I first heard this idea, I was like, I'm curious as to how this works. How Randall writes the story, I'm like, wow, this is actually really impressive. I like all the long dialogues. It's interesting discussion that they discuss about. And I like how they, throughout the movie, there's a lot of clips of Clerks being shown as being filmed by Randall and Dante at the same time. Randall is really into becoming a director. He's using his hands as Windows viewfinders is technically what the term is called. Having a viewfinder. I really liked that. I was like, ooh, I really like the evolution of this. I'm super excited to see what Randall produces. What's the end product? Dante, he kind of is pushed to become the producer. And in order to be a producer, you gotta find a DP, which is director of photography, cinematographer. And also, he has to find money. Of course, he's like, I don't know how I'm gonna find financing for this. And Dante, in order to secure funding, has to call his ex-fiancée. And, his ex-fiancée is rich. And his ex-fiancée hates him. But Dante says it's for Randall's medical bills. It's really noble. And he does secure the funding for this movie. And I'm like, Dante is a really good friend at heart. Even if He's a little bit negative. He's very doubtful of himself. He's like, I don't know if I can become the producer. Not exactly like that, but you know, in the vein of that. Funding secured. I really like the montage shots of them filming the movie. I also really like the entire plot where Dante is really sad. Whenever he imagines things, he just imagines Becky's grave, which is really sad. And you got Dream Becky being like, hey, dream bigger. Please move on. It's been so long. You're so old. And of course, Dante really can't move on. And I find it really sad. I'm like, Dante, please, for your own sake, please move on. And he even like tortures himself with thinking that she's having a lot of heaven sex. And he tortures himself with that concept. And I'm like, Dante, you don't have to do this to yourself. You don't have to make yourself feel pain constantly. But he does. And Randall is like, yo, you really have to live because you might die. I almost died. So please, let's make this movie. And of course, Dante's like, oh, you almost died. That's all you talk about. And I'm like, yes, it's just that important. He almost died. You gotta really experience life. You gotta love it. You gotta tender and care for it. Treat life like a plant. You can't just like, oh no, I can't do this. No, I can't do this. No, I can't do this. And limit yourself because you're limiting yourself. Life is not limiting you. Come on, Dante. And I'm like, come on, Dante, really, please. The most devastating part, they're recreating the scene where Dante's on this ice cream cooler, and then you also got Randall, and Randall's talking, and then you got Dante is there, and he like gives this whole monologue in front of these, I'd say, journalists who are trying to report on this movie being made, this unconventional movie being made about Clerks and their experience, which I think, by the way, is a brilliant idea because there is a demographic out there who will relate to the who exactly relate to the feelings of working at a quick stop, like pretty much like a gas station, convenience store. That's just like the most relatable thing to a lot of people. I really like the brilliant idea, but Dante is like, I can't be a producer. He like blows up. He gets like so not angry, but he just like starts speaking in a ramble and he rambles on, and then he kind of drops. When he drops, Randall's like, oh, you okay? And then he realizes, oh no, he's having a heart attack. They take him to the hospital. Of course, Randall's like, you're gonna make it. I did. But that's not really how life works. And Dante, spoiler alert, by the way, Dante dies. It's really sad. It's like the most sad thing ever. When I was like, oh no, oh, Randall is so sad. Dante never really got the chance to live out his dreams. Randall is alone, but he has Elias. Elias is there. By the way, Elias has converted to Satanism because a little bit earlier in the movie, when Randall is having his heart attack, Elias prayed to Satan because that worked. He started becoming Satanist. But like his costume changes are really cool. Like he has like different wigs, these different outfits, really colorful, really satanic, but it's like, I'd say it's very goth. It's really cool. I like it. But now we get Elias is there with Randall, and now Elias is Randall's new best friend. And I'm just so sad because you could lose any of your loved ones. It could be their last day tomorrow. It could be anyone's last day tomorrow. You really gotta appreciate them while they're here. And this movie really strongly reaffirmed that to me. It's like, you really just gotta appreciate what you have. I feel Dante's biggest issue is not appreciating what he has and always wanting more. Like, he wanted more when he went after Becky, and he wanted his cake and have it too, but he ended up losing both. Really, it's a really sad ending for Dante. I really wish that Dante didn't stay stuck moping and coping and being sad that Becky is gone. And also, by the way, Becky and the child. And it was a drunk driver who hit them. And so it was somebody else's fault. Which is why I still stand by that driving is super dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing you can do. Please be careful. Oh my goodness. And because of the heartfeltness, I really like the long diatribes. Oh yeah, by the way, this movie ended. And so all the nice dialogue, all the heartfeltness of it, there's a lot of funny moments, but there's also a lot of heartfelt moments. I feel like it is a perfect mix of funny and heartfelt. And so I gotta give this movie a solid 9 out of 10. If you like this content and more content on patreon.com/ASEPresents for $3 a month, you get some daily vlogs. $5 a month, you get some salad dressings. This is where I try on costumes and other clothes, review them, and try them on. Did I say I try them on? And $20 a month, you get one movie review per 1 month. So go check out patreon.com/ASEPresents. If you like check out some adult content, 18+, go to this link tree. I have Fansly Fansly here. Go here. Until next time, I'm in Salad Saw. I'll see you later, my salad croutons and bacon bits.